Italy is ready to host the Winter Olympics, according to the IOC chairman, as the one-year countdown commences. Italy, which will co-host the Winter Olympics with Milan and the alpine town of Cortina d'Ampezzo, began the one-year countdown to the Games on Thursday with a number of activities meant to generate anticipation. As the one-year countdown to the expansive Milan Cortina Games got underway Thursday at an event in Italy's economic capital, Thomas Bach said that his country is prepared to host the Winter Olympics the following year. In his final appearance as arguably the most influential figure in international sport, Bach asked representatives from Italy and 5 other national committees, including the USA, to join him on stage at Milan's Streller Theatre to accept invitations to the 2026 Olympics. Bach declared, "Italy is ready to write the next chapter of its great Olympic history," at the opening ceremony for the 25th Winter Olympics, the third held in Italy following Turin in 2006 and Cortina d'Ampezzo in 1956. The construction of the highly contested bobsleigh course for the Games in Cortina d'Ampezzo only started a year ago, but Bach later assured that it would be finished in time for an approval deadline next month. Bach merely replied yes when asked if all venues would be completed on time. He also remained silent when asked if there was any possibility that the sliding events may be shifted to Lake Placid, which is over 6,000 kilometers, 3,728 miles, away in the United States. "No," declared Bach, 71, who met with Giorgia Meloni in Rome on Wednesday and commended her great leadership as the leader of Italy's hard-right government. After 12 years in charge, Bach will leave his position as IOC chief in June. A number of candidates will vote on March 20 in Costa Navarino, Greece, to succeed the German former Olympic fencing champion. Among these contenders are former swimmer Kirsty Coventry, World Athletics president Sebastian Coe, and IOC veteran Juan Antonio Samaranch Jr., who is attempting to follow in his father's footsteps as president from 1980 to 2001. Bach was evasive in his evaluation of the struggle the 7 contenders made for the votes of the IOC's more than 100 members. "You must ask the applicants. There, I am an observer," Bach said to reporters. "I watch them scurrying around, interacting with the members of the IOC. Since I had to go through the same thing 12 years ago, I can relate to them. Thus, they have my whole support and occasionally my sympathy." The bobsleigh controversy. According to Bach, the Games the following year will be the first to fully implement his plan to reduce the environmental effect of events and their reliance on the construction of new venues. Although the event is stretched throughout a large territory that stretches from Milan in northwest Italy to the upscale ski town of Cortina d'Ampezzo, hundreds of kilometers away in the Dolomite Alps, 11 of the 13 sites already exist. Known to the athletes from hosting World Cup events each winter, Bormio and Cortina will host alpine skiing, Antres Elva the biathlon, Val di Fiemme the Nordic skiing, and Livigno the snowboarding and freestyle skiing. The only negative aspect was the bobsleigh track, which Bach and the organizers are now openly asserting will be finished in record time after Meloni's government's political meddling prevented the sliding competitions from taking place outside of Italy. When no initial bidders were found to upgrade the existing Eugenio Monti track, which was immortalized in the 1981 James Bond movie For Your Eyes Only, organizers were forced to reverse their historic decision to shift those events outside of the host country. A new, curving 1,650-meter, 5,413-foot, track with 16 curves and intricate cooling equipment is scheduled to be delivered next month. Work finally started in February of last year. On a project worth €120 million, $124 million, 190 workers are working non-stop, 7 days a week. Over the past year, the IOC and regional environmental organizations have frequently criticized the proposal. However, Gianluca Lorenzi, the mayor of Cortina, expressed his pride in the work that seems to have allowed the sliding events to remain in Italy. "Right now we're having a lot of complaints about the works, but these things need to be done," Lorenzi remarked. "I'm proud to see construction sites, because it will be a new Cortina, thanks to these Olympics." Source France 24.